In today's video, I'll be bringing in a friend to help analyze the audio during the scene where Karen takes Michael's mask and Halloween Kills. We will be using Adobe Audition to help us in clearing up the audio file so you guys can hear exactly what I am hearing.
We'll see, bitch.
I'm fucking infamous.
Okay, so we're in Audition. Here today, I got Josh with me. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
All right, so what we're going to do first is we're actually going to take the moment where it's right after Karen takes his mask and he gets back up and he approaches the doorway. We're going to play the default clip. That way everybody can see that it is unmanipulated. It's completely the audio. And we're going to play it now. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is, at this point, a lot of people in my comments and a lot of people on different platforms have come in and tried to say that the part where the floor creak is, this whole section is a floor creak. And that's fine. They can believe that if they want. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the floor creak right here. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to go over to Effects, Noise Reduction, and I'm going to do a Capture Noise Print. Then I'm going to select All, and what that's going to do is once I process it, it is going to reduce any noise in the clip that is a floor creak by any means. So we're going to go ahead and process that. We're going to leave it at 75% on the noise reduction, and we're going to reduce it by 15 decibels. We're going to go ahead and hit apply, and we're going to play it back real quick. Now, for those listening, obviously you heard right here, this was the floor creak. It did get minimized, but the key point to listen to is right here. We're going to play that one more time. Now, the next part I'm going to highlight all. I'm actually going to turn the decibels up just a little bit. And we're going to play it one more time real fast, and then we're going to talk about it. Now, right here, you can clearly make out a G. And then right about here, you can clearly make out a B, which, from my understanding, sounds like he's saying give it back. What's your thoughts on this, Josh?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I can see it. I can see it saying that. He's never spoke before.
Yep.
So, it's got me there. I'm one of those people that are skeptical. But, I mean, you can make me a believer. So, tweak it, and let's see if I can hear it.
All right.
I mean, if I can hear it, then if you can make me a believer, you can make anybody a believer. Put it that way.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to undo all of that real quick. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the music. We're going to remove the music and then the floor creak to help reduce any extra noise. I can't really do much about Allison, but we're gonna see what we can do. So let's see where we can find a nice music spot.
Allison is just Allison.
Yeah. Okay, so right there you can clearly hear that's some score right there. So we're going to highlight that. Going to go over to Effects. Going to do a Capture Noise Print. Select All. Now we're going to process it the same as we did before. Now you see it removed a lot of that. So we're going to listen to it back real quick. You notice the music audio is a lot lower. Now you still hear the floor creak in there. So we're going to go ahead and process that same floor clip the way we just did it. So what the Capture Noise Print does, and when you process it, is it's going to take this little piece of audio. So what a lot of people like to do is if they have like a fan running in the background, what they'll do is they'll highlight that portion, they'll do a Capture Noise Print, they'll select All, and then they will apply that. They'll go ahead and process that. And what that's going to do is eliminate any piece of audio in the clip where that's there. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. Now it got really thin on us, but we're going to play it back real quick. And you notice the music's really low. The floor creak is pretty much gone. Now this portion right here.
Go back to about 4 seconds and play that again.
All right. So it's really low and subtle. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to increase this just a hair. Just a little bit. We're going to play it one more time. You can hear a voice there. Well, I can hear a voice there. So what are you hearing right here?
So I can hear crying from the Karen,
Yeah.
Is what it is. Allison will be Allison. Um, I think what you need to do is take from 4 seconds to about 6 seconds. Take it, stretch it out.
Okay.
So it slows it right down. When it hits that point, it'll slow it right down.
All right, so we got it highlighted. We're going to go into effects. We're going to go to time and pitch. We're going to stretch it out. Now, this part, how far do you think we should stretch it out? What are you thinking?
Give it an extra 3-second play.
All right, so we're going to go to about 6.5. Okay, I think that'll work. We're going to let it process. All right, so we're going to play it back. It didn't really help too much. That might have been a little bit too much. So we're going
That was a little bit too much, but
yes.
I heard a man's voice.
You could hear something there. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch it one more time. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to stretch it just a little bit. You can hear something there because if you look at the peaks, right, you look at the actual distance it is from the central line, you can see there is noise there. Now, if people are saying that's a floor creak, okay, that's fine. You can believe that, but you already saw I've reduced the floor creak. So that is debunked 100%. Nobody can argue and say that that is a floor creak. I have removed that. Now, I can undo a lot of this. Now, what we can do is we can try and pinpoint. Let me get rid of the music first. So we'll do that again, and then we'll also target some breathing. So right here, I think that'll work again.
That's some heavy breathing there, bro. Yikes. That was scary.
So we're going to go ahead and capture that. And then, hold on, let me unclick that. Select all. We're going to process this. This is going to remove the music again. Right there. That is a breathing moment right there. So we're going to go and do the same thing. Select all. We're going to process it. Now let's check it out. I'd like to remove Allison, to be honest. Now we still have the floor creak there, so don't forget we got to get rid of that.
Here's the problem. When it comes to her voice, okay, her voice and her crying is getting mixed up in that same clip that you're trying to clear up.
It is.
So if you can find more of her voice to pull out, it'd probably help out a lot.
You know what's funny is actually the part that I was deleting. That's actually the part where she actually does say "mom," because that's one of the moments where she's like "mom." So, but I went ahead and removed the floor creak, so we're gonna start it right about here, so we don't have to worry about all that. So I still want to turn this little part up just a little bit. All right. You can hear the word "give" plain as day in there. I can hear it.
You can hear "give," yes.
Yeah, I at least hear the word "give," so regardless, that's at least one word. But from one of the original edits I did, I was hearing a B, like a hard B sound. Now, and that's coming from right about here. So, to my conclusion, it sounds like it says "give it back." What do you think on that? What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it could. It very well could. I do hear "give." It's hard to understand why they would add wording in to a individual that never talks.
Yep. So,
sorry,
go ahead.
It's just one of those things that it's like, okay, did they do this on purpose? Did they do this to see if people would catch it? Did they do this just for fun? So people went through stuff like this trying to see, racking their brain, pulling their hair out, trying to see if that's what they heard? Or did they take sounds in the movie and put them close enough together to make it sound like the individual was talking, even though he wasn't, just to put it in your head?
That's true. See, now the thing is, that's what a lot of these producers and companies like to do is they like to add Easter eggs. They do it in video games, they do it in movies, and there's tons of Easter eggs all over the Halloween franchise, especially the newer timeline. All the homages they do, Easter eggs, you name it, they do it. But also, a lot of people tried to claim that it's not in the script. It's not pulled up on captions. There was an interview with David Gordon Green and James U. Courtney claiming that nobody said anything in that moment. And that's fine. But if you're going to use that as, as context, as evidence, as some sort of substantial evidence in a debate with somebody, at least have the proof to back it up. I'm at least applying my knowledge on editing and Audition and Premiere Pro and all that stuff to try to at least prove with the actual filmed evidence of what happened in that scene. And to try and prove my argument, the point is that I can clearly hear him say, give it, at least give. Now, that would, to me, stem over to give it back because there is that soft B sound there.
I do hear give. I do. But then again, I do hear a lot of other stuff going on too. So can I say it's 100% true? No. Can I say it's 100% false? No, because like you said, go back to a Marvel movie. Look at how many movies that they put Stan Lee in that nobody realized that he was just the guy that, created Marvel, but nobody realized he was just the guy sitting on a park bench reading a newspaper in a half a second clip just to get a cameo in of himself. They do this kind of stuff. So
Exactly.
I fully can see that. I think the best way to do it is to take this sound, compare it with that clip, look at his facial, look to see from his hairline all the way down to his jaw, see what's moving and what's not. I mean, that can show a lot right there. And even if he said anything, if he said, "Oh, my shoe's untied," at least you would know something came out of his mouth somewhere.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, though. If you look back at Halloween 2018, they had the line in there where Sartain said that he can speak, he just chooses not to. Now, I've had people in comment sections come at me saying that, okay, well, he got shot, stabbed with a pitchfork, cut, and all this. Why hasn't he said anything this whole time? Well, maybe he's not actually impacted by that. I mean, yeah, it hurts, but maybe still no reason to actually speak. But he is attached to that mask. That is one thing he does want. He goes back for it every time. He went after the podcasters. He took it back from them. Everybody who's tried taking his mask off, he puts it back on. He went after Karen. So clearly he wants the mask. Halloween ends. Corey came and took the mask from him. What'd he do? He went back and got his mask back. I mean, granted, at the end, he didn't make it, but hey, that is what it is. He wanted the mask back. So I think the mask itself is enough reason to at least say something, even so small as give it back. What do you guys think of this? Do you honestly think he didn't say give it back or he said anything at all? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's all I have for now. Thank you for watching and have a good night.
We'll see, bitch.
I'm fucking